Hello, my name is Grochowski. I'm the instructor for the Entrepreneurship New Venture course that you are enrolled in. This video is going to give us a little bit of an introduction to the course and how to maneuver your way through the website. Now, first, the purpose of our course is ultimately at the end of the course you'll be writing a business plan for a small business that you are planning to operate. I communicate with the students in a couple different ways. As you can see here, this is the main screen that you'll be viewing when you log into the site. If you look to the left-hand side of the screen, you'll see a list of tabs. Within these tabs are where the information of the course will be provided. The Announcements tab will also have announcements found right as you sign on to the course. The way Blackboard is set up is all the announcements, I can also have them sent so they're emailed to each student. And so every time I put an announcement up, all the students should receive that in their gateway email address. The Start Here button is where you are viewing this specific video. Under Staff Information, there is some information there. Basically, what are the best ways to get a hold of me? The best way to contact me is through the email, through my gateway email address, where my office is, and what my office hours are. My legally obligated or legally posted office hours are Monday from 12:30 to 2:30, Tuesday from 9:15 a.m. to 11:15 a.m., and those are the times that I'm in my office at the Kenosha campus in room 230A. Wednesday from 7 to 8 p.m. I'm available online, and I will also be available via Skype. My username or my my account name for Skype is edward.grochowski, and we can video conference or just instant message through the Skype platform. I do recommend that everyone sign up for a Skype account. We may be doing presentations or conference calls for this course, and the Skype accounts are free. I've been able to use it very successfully in some other of my online courses, so I'd like to bring that to this course. This is under the Syllabus tab, just some general information about the course. It is a 3-credit course. Course date starts January 18th, goes to May 8th, 2012. Course communication, again, it's important for you to recognize that the way I'm going to be communicating to you is through your gateway email address. When we go through Blackboard and I say send something out to the entire class, it will always send it out to your gateway email address. So either have your gateway email forwarded to your personal email address, or make sure that you check your gateway email on a regular basis, because that is going to be the way that I communicate with you. When we talk about the different course assignments, in the Units tab, there'll be a list of assignments. And so if we look at the Units tab for Unit number 1, the sheet, this form comes up here, lists the competencies, the core abilities. If you scroll down, you'll see that the individual units are listed with their corresponding due dates. Now, for you to find the content of each unit, you need to click on the word there, or the tab there for units. Now it breaks down each individual unit. This is not a self-paced class. There's definite deadlines and due dates throughout the semester, and you're required to meet those. Under the units, for Unit 1 here, you'll see all the learning activities. What are the reading assignments? Are there any video or watching assignments for you? And then I call it the do list, but this is really the things that I'm going to be grading and things that you're going to have to either complete and or turn in. You'll see that I have a couple different codes after each of the lines. There's the Blackboard code, what is called CourseMate code next to the assignments, or like for the first one is gain access to the CourseMate site for the class, and I'll tell you which tab of the site that information is going to reside in. BB stands for Blackboard, meaning that it exists in Blackboard. CM, the CourseMate, that is a site that is attached to the text for this course. Now, for this specific course, we went with the digital textbook, and then there's corresponding websites to that digital book. Quite honestly, the reason why we went with the digital book was the new book was close to $200. The digital book was $85, $90 retail. And so we went that route mainly for cost. But there is some very good content in the CourseMate site. And so there's 2 discussion board questions that's available on Blackboard, and then there's interactive quizzes. There's some video content that I want you to look, video quizzes that I would like you to complete. All of that is listed under the do part of the site. Getting back to some of the other pieces, any of the discussion board posts are going to be listed here. And so there's 2 discussion board questions for Unit 1, and these are the 2 areas where those questions can be completed, but you can always tab on discussion board for those. Resources is where I put anything you're going to need to maneuver or manage the course. And so there's a bunch of different folders under the resource tab. CourseMate information. When you bought the package from the bookstore, there should be a folder, kind of a little cardboard folder that tells you which site to go to. Here I have the actual code that you'll need to enroll into the CourseMate site. There is what on my end is called Vuelven Tracker, so I'm actually able to see the quizzes that you take, see how frequently you log into it, and how much information you've completed. And that information then will be transferred over to the gradebook for the Blackboard site. Here, the CourseMate sign-up information. There's a PDF that the textbook manufacturer put together to help you as students to kind of figure out how to maneuver, how to manage through the CourseMate pieces. Sample plans. As I said before, one big thing we're going to be working on in this class is actually getting out there and writing a business plan. And so the book provides us with 2 different sample plans that are currently up there. I'm going to be looking for some other samples for us to look at. I always find the easiest way to do something is to look at what someone else has done. And so we'll be referring back to these sample plans throughout the semester. We talk about course grading. For the final business plan, we'll have a rubric up there for that. Right now, basically, I have an outline posted for what I grade discussion board questions and how I grade case studies. So that area kind of gives you an idea of what is expected of you. And then under assignments, we have the syllabus test, but there might be worksheets or handouts for different assignments. The templates for the business plan project might be in there. And so additional information that you couldn't find, like if it was something that wasn't on the CourseMate page or wasn't a direct textbook page, that will be under the assignments piece under resources. If you want to send me an email or send an email to the entire class, click the email tab. Your grades come up under the My Grades tab. Obviously, I don't personally have grades for this course, so when I click on it, it says I don't have personal grades. And then here has information about the textbook. If we go back to the syllabus, now we look at, so before course communication, I will only email you. If you're turning in assignments, I kind of got away from the digital Dropbox that Blackboard has because we've had some problems with that. So the best way for you to send assignments to me is through email. And I have a couple of things that I ask you to do when you email me. Number one, make sure that it's very obvious in the subject heading what you're emailing me. And so it could be Unit 2 bookwork, let's say. Do not type your answers directly into the email. Everything should be sent to me as a file attachment. The best file attachment for me to work with is obviously Word documents. For those of you who are Mac users, I do have Pages. If you'd like to send your files in me through Pages documents, I can also read those. Make sure you put your name in the file someplace, up top, so that way if I print it out or if I open it, then I know for sure whose it is. And make sure you have some type of algorithm or some reasoning behind your document. And so you could say Unit 2 bookwork, Smith. Put your name someplace in there, so in case I save that file someplace, it's easy for me to identify your assignment. Course organization, obviously this course is an online class. This class is not self-paced, as I said, and I think that getting Skype to do your final presentations would be a good way to go. Sometimes with the final presentations, all the time with my final presentations, I give students the option. They can either do the presentation through Skype, or they could meet with me directly if they feel more comfortable with that. If we do presentations for the course, even if you present them through Skype, there will be a requirement that you're professionally dressed. Attendance, obviously, is an online class. I don't know one of those teachers that really check logs per se, but your attendance is really going to be based off of, are you doing discussion board posts, how active are you, and so that's how that participation grade will fall in the line. If you look at the grading scale and the grading rationale, I'm on the 193, 92 to 85 scale, so 70 is the absolute lowest grade you can get in this class without failing. If you look at the grading rationale, the final business plan is worth 30% of your grade. So if you don't do the final business plan, the highest grade you could get is a 70. And so unless you got 100% in everything else, if you don't do that final business plan, the best grade you can get is a D-. Below that, the competencies are listed. We have special needs. If you have any questions regarding special needs, you can contact me or the special needs instructor on campus. Pandemic and emergency, something we're required to put in there. For online classes, it's kind of silly, but basically just saying if the school closes down, we're still going to be on Blackboard. The student code of conduct, that's from the handbook. And I evidently wanted you, I thought the course assignments and turning assignments, that information was so important, I put it in there twice. Again, welcome to the class. I look forward to working with you and talking to you soon. Look at the assignments for Unit 1. There's quite a bunch of things for you to be working on. And then as we move further down the line, our next unit will be completely focused on the idea of what goes into the business plan, and then we'll start business plan development after that.